in this video we are going to talk about fertilization. Now the fertilization is the process in which the sperm journeys through vagina, cervix, uterus, fallopian tube to reach ovum and to get fusion with ovum to make zygote. This is called fertilization. Now we have a great animation video to see how the fertilization acts. Now, when there is a sex in male and female, millions of sperms are put into the vagina. These sperms are very motile. Many of the sperms swim towards the cervix, but many die. The sperm who have hyper or higher motility reaches early. They reach to the cervix. Cervix usually is closed, but it opens for a window so that the sperms can swim through it and go into the uterine cavity. All these sperms also encounter with the cervical mucus. The cervical mucus also sometimes is the reason that many sperms can trapped and can die even. Throughout this journey, a sperm has to continuously swim, and it's like a race. This is cervical mucus. Many sperm die because of this thing, but again there are millions of sperm. Many sperm goes into both fallopian tubes, in which only one fallopian tube has the ovum, so that the 50% of the total sperm who have reached to the uterus lost. In fallopian tube there is a continuous flow, and this sperm has to swim against the flow. Many sperm can trapped into this cilias. Now when the sperm are in fallopian tube, from a few distance from the ovum, they got a reaction called capacitation. Sorry for the spelling mistake. This capacitation means the sperm achieves hypermotility. Unprecedented motility is there with a sperm. The sperms who can have this reaction called capacitation only can move further effectively from against the flow. The sperms are flowing against, they are very hypermotile, and eventually they reach to the ovum. Now the real catch starts here. Ovum has a very thick layer outside called zona pellucida, and it is very thick. The sperm, when they reach to the zona pellucida, they called a one reaction again. That reaction called acrosomal reaction. This acrosomal reaction helps the sperm to release various enzymes so that they can pierce through the zona pellucida. Many sperm pierce through zona pellucida. Remember, many sperms, but only the first sperm who has pierced the zona pellucida goes inside and fuse with the cell membrane of ovum. Now, once sperm is fusion into the cell membrane releases another reactions, or it another the chemicals which prevents other sperms to get fusion with the cell membrane, and it also hardens the zona pellucida so that no other sperm can pierce and can fuse with the cell membrane. So only one sperm actually can get fused with the cell membrane and reach inside. Now, the genome of the male of the sperm gets widened. They rearrange themselves into their chromosomes, and also female part is also very active. Their genome is also there, and they are also evaluating and converting into the chromosomes. Now, these chromosomes joins themselves, rearrange themselves so that there is a vast number of rearrangement of the genome, like your color, how you speak, your intelligence idea, everything is actually getting printed in this genome and thus become a zygote. This zygote now, which has become, will go and travel towards the uterine cavity, where it will implant there. Now, in this journey, it takes 3 to 4 days. In this 3 to 4 days, the zygote keeps dividing itself. 1 to 2 cell, 2 cell to 4 cells, and so on. 16 cell stage is called morula. This morula enters the uterine cavity at day 3 to 4 of fertilization. So in these 3 to 4 days, the zygote, which is dividing itself, remain into the fallopian tube towards its journey to the uterine cavity. Now, this zygote having many cells inside with a tight packed zona pellucida. On day 5 to 6 of fertilization, and at that time this zona pellucida becomes thinner and eventually it lost. This is called hatching. Now, the zygote now has become a blastocyst. A blastocyst is the structure where the cells are arranged at the periphery, and some cell mass is there in the one corner. This cell mass is called inner cell mass, and this is the outer cells are called trophoblast. The inner cell mass will become a fetus, and the trophoblast will become placenta in future.